apple. 3 a.m. Alley Cat Blues.
What's up, folks? Welcome to another episode of Watching Paint Dry. Wow, I've forgotten what I'm even streaming tonight. My name is Zach from Another Letdown Media and the This Is Difficult video game podcast. I'll be one of your hosts this evening. Watching Paint Dry is the show where we hang out one time. Wow, I'm just having a night. Where we hang out long after we should have thought about going to bed on a Saturday night and work through the ridiculous backlog of miniatures we've accumulated either via purchase or 3D print or any number of other esoteric eldritch means. There's an old adage that says if a miniatures painter ever runs out of projects to paint, he or she will die. So that just means wow, I can't talk. That means we're attempting to stave off death for as long as possible. And joining me, my co-host on the line, as always, our resident monkey handler, it's Broody Gambit. Mike, how's it going?
It's going good. Glad to see you made it through that intro.
Yeah, that was a tough one. I don't think I've had an intro that bad in months. But that's probably because I am still fighting off the remnants of some gross cold situation. I apologize in advance if I'm a little sniffly, but that's just here where we are. A sore throat the last couple of days, and then it's moved into my nose in the last 24 hours, I guess. So I guess that just means I'm getting healthier again, which is good. But I'm healthy enough to paint, so that's what we're going to do. I'm working on Mr. Sinister, just as we started last week. Mike, you're continuing to work on Stormlight Archive stuff with somebody whose name I can't even come close to pronouncing.
Taravangian.
Bless you.
Mr. T, as he is called in.
I pity the fool!
Yeah.
Alright, well, as with all the shows that we host here on the channel, we believe in civil rights for absolutely everyone and being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against that goal are not welcome and will not be tolerated. Let's paint. Here we are.
Oh,
I got my Honey Crisp. We're 5 minutes into the stream, dude. Are we already having oh no's?
No, I just looked at one of my brushes and looks like there's a bit of paint that dried in it. So it caused the bristles to go wonky.
I mean, I am currently in the market for some new brushes. I need to replace the crappy, worn-out ones that I've got, but that's down the road because I got a lot of things I need to do in the meantime. One of which is paint Mr. Sinister, and I think I'm going to start. Actually, I'm going to start by... So I've slopped a little blue paint on him last time. I'm going to try and return that to white before we get any further. Oops, that's not white. That is. Because I'm going to try and use Hexwraith Flame on his little fire thing on his base.
You're gonna use what again?
Hexwraith Flame from GW.
Okay.
Technodrome. Let's kick shell.
Yes, let's, Leonardo. That sounds great. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just space code.
So you're heading to Hershey this next week?
Yes, I am. Oh, hello, Blink. It is kombucha time, and I'll get that in just a second. Yes, we are headed to Hershey on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week.
Nice.
I mean, we'll be there on Thursday, really, but
Mm-hmm.
we are also headed to Lake Compounce in Connecticut on our way. Or on our way home, which is very exciting. Haven't been there in a few years. It's gonna be a good time. I got a good group of kids. They absolutely crushed their roller coaster project the other day. Their design project. Very impressive bit of research on all their part. It's always nice to see a project where everybody actually pulls their weight and does what they need to do.
Yeah.
So I'm attempting something I saw online here. Oh. Don't show up Choco rarely or Choco on time. Haha. That's a weak one, Blake. No, we will show up precisely when we mean to. So I'm actually using this white while I've got it out to like pick out the highest parts of the fire.
Uh-huh.
And hopefully that'll make the Hexwraith Flame show up a little brighter. Oh, I got something in my eye just now and I can't see straight. It's not helping.
I'm sorry. There's nothing that I can do to help. I wish I could.
But I can moan about it.
Yeah.
Hello, cows. Why is my computer making noise? What do you call a woman who sets fire to all her outside? What? Why? Stop hurting yourself. I thought we'd been over this. Cows is one of my students, Rudy.
Mm-hmm. No, I was just concerned about what do you call a woman, the woman who...
Outstanding bills, Bernadette. Oh, debt. D-E-B-T. Okay. Yes. That took me way too long. Uh-oh. Oh, paper towel thingy. Oh, I threw it away. For a week? Rude. Slight tear in your... Oh, for goodness sakes. How did you manage that? And while you type that, I'm going to run and... Falling. Falling. Wow, great excuse. I'll be right back, and I will hear more of that story. I just need to go get a piece of paper towel. Be right back. Falling is a pretty weak sauce excuse, cows. Why do I feel like there's a lot more to that story?
Skull and crossbones.
Did you get tipped over? Randomly falling was how I busted my knee. Yeah, but RPD, that's something I expect of you. I was in the pool and I thought I tore a muscle because it hurt for a while, and then last night I ran up there. Yeah, okay, that's better. That sounds more like you. So I'm going to use a combination of this Hexwraith Flame and then highlight it with these lovely things and try and... Oh, there's more. Oh, dang. Try and get this to be really glowy fire. At least that's my plan. We'll see how well it actually plays out. Oh, that worked incredibly well. Okay.
Bury my shell at Wounded Knee.
My room was a mess and I stepped on my bed frame and my back foot slipped, and then I had to go to the emergency room because my knee was all swollen. Ah! I kind of grossed out my RPG group today. One of the ladies had some bruising under her eyes because she broke her nose. I showed them a couple pictures of the room. Ah. Chat with the pun game today. I have to get an MRI. This is what happens when you let us cook. Yeah, it's true. So, cows, dare I ask, what are you even just gonna show up on Monday? Like, it's gonna be kind of hard to go on a hike.
Neon Knight Riders.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Thanks, Blink. Just clean my room. Yeah, I considering that it's causing you grievous injury, I would say cleaning your room's probably a good idea. Alright, I think that'll do it for that. Let's see how that plays out. No, I'm curious, Blink. I'll take a look.
Turtle has gone before.
Oh, dang. Yo, that's weird. Thank you for sharing that. That's genuinely fascinating. And definitely something that will appear in my nightmares, but you know, that's fine. What the heck is that?
What?
Family Man. I don't know. Cows is sending me emojis. Alright. How do I want to do glowy green metal? Is it okay? Oh, wait a minute. How would that look? Bronze, white. Bronze, I guess. Oh, wait a minute. I've got a ton of these. Not red. Maybe. I'm gonna try something.
What's that?
I have some Green Stuff World metallics in specific colors.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to try and lay down a layer of green metallic and then highlight it with fluor and see what happens.
Okay.
This is highly experimental. We're going to do learning and growing right here. I think this is going to look pretty cool. In hindsight, I probably should have. I guess I still can. Put down the lead belcher first. You're venturing toward the dangerous and reckless maneuver known as doing something. Well, you know. You gotta hit that maneuver at some point, RPD. Let's get my actual good brushes out.
Technodrome, the final shell shock.
So we went yard sailing today.
Uh-huh.
Entirely unsuccessfully, but here we are. There was one dude who had comic books out, but it was all stuff that either I already had or just don't care about.
Mm-hmm.
It, aggravatingly, Blink, no, it was not busy. It was later in the afternoon. Maybe I should have tried then. Yards don't have enough water. Well, some of them do. I think you'd be surprised. Cows was just talking about a pool. That's water in a yard, right? Guess it's still not quite enough to sail on, though. Yeah, that she broke herself in. If the whole neighborhood pools their items... Yeah, exactly. Well, it was a... You know... Oddly, it was a town-wide yard sale, too. So they did quite literally did exactly that. Ow. My toe doesn't bend that way. So this capsule thing that he's broken reminds me an awful lot of Mega Man X.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm going to kind of do a little homage to that.
Yeah, it's like a cloning chamber or something.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. They have a great Glebe garage sale here that's 4 block by 12. Whoa! That's impressive. That's genuinely impressive, Blink. One could very, well, depending on the inventory, one could very quickly go broke there. Obviously, and per usual, I was looking for video games. But when the people hosting it are mostly just old people, not too strong a possibility that you're going to find Super Nintendo cartridges.
Just ruined it.
Oh no!
I tried to mix paints and it didn't turn out good. So back to the mixing board.
He's learned a Hadouken? Possibly. Knowing Mr. Sinister, I wouldn't put it past him. I started trying to watch... So I'm in the middle of my X-Men rewatch pre-Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
And I got through Deadpool 1. It was way better than I had remembered it, which is good. And now I'm into X-Men Apocalypse, and it sucks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's bad. I got about 20 minutes in and had to shut it off.
Yeah.
But I will suffer through it. just as I am going to suffer through for Elektra for the first time.
Why Elektra?
She's in it. She's in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Huh.
And I'm not sure how they're going to pull that one off, but fair enough. I'm just thinking to myself, please don't put Affleck in. Like, I'm the first one to say that movie gets a way worse rep than it has any right to. The director's cut is actually a fantastic movie. But Affleck's old and fat now. Please don't try to squeeze him into the Daredevil suit. Oops. Here. Well, this looks kind of cool.
What?
This metallic green. Definitely different, and I like that. Any Arkham update? I'm struggling, Blink. It's been a very busy end to the year, and I need to get it done. I need to get it on the books within the next couple weeks, and you know. I also need to start training. I haven't done that yet either. I finally did talk my brother out of trying to do 200, so that's an accomplishment. Okay, that looks really cool. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, my brother was going to try and ride 200 miles instead of the normal 100. But his bike is here. So that's not going to happen. And I wouldn't let him do it without training. That was just straight up out of the question. All right. We have heard the Metroid Prime Corruption soundtrack. Oh, no, we're almost done with it, so we'll just let it play. Yeah, it's fine. All right. How do I do... Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I have another GW technical that will work for this. This is Night Haunt Gloom. Night Haunt Gloom. Oh. I'm getting ideas right and left. This is not safe. Put bike in car, drive 100 miles away, drive back 200 miles complete. Hardy Harplink. What's wrong?
This paint just does not want to mix up well. Like it's way too watery. It's like not
gross.
mixing up well. So it's like it's not like layering or coating well as I try and paint.
That's the worst. I have that problem consistently with the Gotham City Chronicles minis. So I'm basically using these technical paints to approximate contrasts.
Uh-huh.
It's working pretty well. In a perfect world, this broken glass would be actually transparent, but fortunately we don't live in the magical Christmas land, so here we are. X-ray paint, yeah, right?
I'm good with that.
It is the Honeycrisp apple. GT's absolutely bringing it with the bomb kombucha flavors lately. The Honeycrisp apple. Yeah, it's the only one. Now's where things start to get a little more interesting. Read the directions. I have absolutely no idea what I'm about to do. What I thought would be kind of cool is to apply a little bit of this liquid frost to the edges of the glass, but I have no idea how it behaves. So we're gonna learn and grow.
I just painted them like a light blue and then just added white along the cracks.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and use a brush that I don't give a darn about.
There we go, some Doterra orange coming in crushed.
Stuff does good work. One of very few GW paints that does. See what that does. I don't know if I have hopes for it, but we shall see. Alright, the next thing I gotta figure out is how do I do a tile floor? That's like a bluish gray, right?
I think that very much depends on the types of tile. Like, it can be like any combination.
Alright, well, what I'm looking at in Mr. Sinister's... Well, actually, I guess I could call open a picture of Mr. Sinister's lab. Alright, well, I'm going to attempt sort of a greenish blue. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Alright, I'm going to try this. All right. Enjoy your book, Blank. Oh, that's an interesting color. Kind of exactly what I want, too. Yeah, I'm into it. I still think I'm going to apply Agrax Earthshade, though. Just to make it look dirty. Although I might... Maybe I use the liquid dust. I don't know. Yes, I am. I have no idea if/when I'll be able to indulge that interest, RPD, but yeah, it looks really dope.
What's that?
It's an Astro game
Mm-hmm.
that he linked me to, I believe, in the podcast Discord. The new game for streaming, by the way, has been decided. It's called Axiom Verge. It's another indie Metroidvania. And part of the reason for that is I learned over the course of playing Benedict Fox that my computer is 10 years old and needs upgrading. So I'm just finding some games that I can play in the meantime. The priority right now is to get my wife a new Chromebook because her laptop is deader than a doornail. So before I can order PC parts, that needs to happen. And in the meantime, I can limp to the finish. Yeah, Guacamelee like I've played that. It's not really my thing, and I don't think it would be enjoyable to watch me play on stream. I'm going to be honest with the RPD. But I picked up a humble indie Metroidvania bundle that for like $14 that was like 8 games, so we should be good for a little while. Gonna have a hard time topping Benedict Fox, though. That game was great. Come on. There we go. Alright, I suppose a little bit of that, but that's alright, we can fix that. No problem. What the heck are we listening to now? Oh, Sonic the Hedgehog, of course it is. Oh. I don't know, it just wasn't my jam. I don't know that I had an issue, just per se, just... Or maybe it's one I need to go back to, I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't in the right headspace at the time, I don't know. It's been a while. That could be also. You know, I don't particularly enjoy intricate combat systems. Press button to attack, that's pretty much my speed. Like I said, I do have it. I could try it, but we'll see. Yeah, see, even that throws me off because it's memorization. But taking nothing away. Give it a shot, maybe. Doing learning and growing over there, Mike?
Yeah, I'm just looking at the this King Taravangian is really old, and like the model looks like he's like really like squinting his eyes, so I may not even need to like actually draw the eyes or like paint in the eyes like with the whites or anything, because it's like so squinted that you can't really see.
Interesting. Alright, I'm going to ink this, I think, ink the base. Ah. Come here. Yep. Agrax was right here. Pathetic amount of melon oil that's left after last week's disaster. Oh, that looks cool.
What's up?
I applied Nuln Oil over the Hexwraith Flame, just kind of on a whim, and it actually looks really dope. It has a lot of dimension to it. Hey, stop playing. Why are you doing that? Okay. Alright, what's next? I guess highlighting. What's this? Art code. All right. Staring at your hands doesn't. Staring at your hand doesn't change the cards in it. Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
I just selected a brush that I didn't intend to, but like it's fine because I need this one eventually anyway. Perfect. Well, this is perfect as I'm likely to get it. We're both like really deep in the focus tank here.
Yeah.
It's been a long week. Just trying to get those last minute details ironed out for a trip, so it's like literally and finishing up my recertification, which I did, by the way, finally.
Good job.
Yeah. So many freaking hoops to jump through. Like, my wife put it really well. She was like, with all this pain in the neck that they make getting recertified, it's a miracle there are any teachers at all. Oh! Here's something we can talk about. It came up in my class this week that I have a friend who works with monkeys.
Uh-huh.
My students would like to know if it's at all possible for them to, like, get the monkeys on a Zoom call.
No.
Okay, that's what I told them, but I was like, I will ask, but I really don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, we're not allowed to, like, no cameras. We're not allowed to take pictures or do any of that. Like, the only pictures that make it out have been, like, approved. And so we have a few of our monkeys that have been, like, published in magazines and stuff like that. Like, their images.
That's kind of what I assumed. But
we don't really let things out.
Yeah. But I was like, okay, I will ask because you don't know until you ask, but I really don't think that's going to happen. And they were like, all right, well, at least ask. And I was like, all right, fine, I can do that. I will talk to Mike on Saturday. I will make that happen. And of course I diverted their attention by talking about Alex, because he is of course a baboon.
He can do a Zoom call.
Yeah, that's true. He can come in person. We've threatened to get Alex in a couple of times because he is a veteran. We do like a Veterans Day thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the last couple of years it hasn't worked out for one reason or another. I think this year Veterans Day happened to fall on a Friday when I wasn't there, and the year before that it just like wasn't working for Alex or something. RPD says you should have led with "not after last time."
Yeah.
Alright, I need to go super pallid flesh here. Not just a straight up gray. There we go, here's Frosted Edge, that'll work. Old timer Mike. For what game are these minis? Well, I am painting Mr. Sinister for Marvel Crisis Protocol. And Broody is painting... I can't pronounce for Stormlight Archives.
I'm painting Taravangian right now for Stormlight Archive RPG. Although the RPG is still in testing, but they released the minis and stuff. This past, back in December, I think.
Yeah. And this, what you're seeing of our paint stations is a fraction of what they actually are. I wish I could. I mean, you can see. Well, I guess you can see it in my face cam. I can do this briefly. You can see a little bit more of it that way. It's all 3D printed. So, yeah, cool stuff. And it is worth noting, I don't actually play Crisis Protocol. I just I'm using these Marvel minis for other things. Yeah. Considering that my pile of shame extends far beyond the reaches of this office that I'm sitting in right now. And well into cyberspace, considering 3D printing is a thing. Yeah. But big shout outs to both Green Stuff World and TT Combat for helping me sort of replace my Citadel paints. Really happy to be breaking away from the GW tyranny. Reject tradition, embrace chaos. Yeah. Yeah. So I have some Army Painter stuff. Obviously, you know, the Speed Paint line is phenomenal. They do a really good job with that. But I was generally just looking for something new last year, and the reason that I went with TT Combat is they, like, at Gen Con, they were just like, come try our stuff. Like, sit down at the table and paint something. And just see what you feel. Like, no pressure to buy, just try it out. And I tried it and I was like, okay, this is really nice. It all has like one-to-one analogs with GW, so I was very familiar with it, even without even looking at it. And then Green Stuff World just produced... most of the stuff that I buy from them is technical paints. So things like these fluorescent paints and... yeah. So actually, Green Stuff World is from Spain, which is pretty cool. So I have to wait forever to get their stuff, and then TT Combat I believe is UK. So I would imagine you can probably get it there. Oh, my music cut out. All right, let's get that blue done. Am I okay with his face? Yeah, I think I am. Yeah, exactly. For me, it's like, well, the first time I ordered Green Stuff World stuff, it was just the some of these color shift paints that I was looking for. I was doing Mysterio, and I wanted to do something cool with his helmet. It took me like 6 weeks to get him here. The second time was a lot quicker. I'm gonna drop this, but mix it with something else. Oh, might help if I shook it. Yeah. I spend way too much time watching British satirical comedy, so believe me, I've heard all about that. Uh-oh. Oh. Yeah, I guess that is a solid workaround. Yeah, that's exactly the right color. Okay, sweet. This requires way too much focus. Well, at any rate, old timer Mike, welcome to the show. Thank you for stopping by. We always like new people around here. Very chill. Tend to be pretty quiet. Love answering questions. Love talking about our processes. Broody, you've been playing Spider-Man a lot.
I have.
Keep texting me about it.
Yep.
Thoughts so far?
It's really good. I am greatly enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. I think I'm in like Act 3 now or something like that. And, like the completion thing says I'm like 60% through the game.
Yeah.
But I'm doing like all of the side stuff as it comes along. So like I finished all of the mysterious stuff when that popped up.
Nice.
And all of the like lines and bases.
Yep.
So I'm not exactly sure how far I am in the main story, but
yeah. What's the most recent like big plot thing that's happened?
You try to use a particle accelerator at the EMF and the hunters attacked.
Okay.
Trying to get the lizard serum or antidote.
Boy, those hunters, they'll get you.
Yes, they will. Especially when they like throw up the giant net in the sky, like the electric net, so you can't do aerial attacks.
Yep.
Because I live in the air, and it's just like pull people
okay.
to the fight. It's
Yep.
it's such a good and easy it's an intelligent way to fight since it prevents most enemies from getting to you, except for the ones with ranged weapons. So you just got to pay attention to your dodge counter for that. And
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of how I played it too. Yeah, I know where you're at. That's a fun part. What I really like that they did is they didn't like anytime. Well, okay, you know from the marketing and whatnot that Venom's in the game, but they don't like. It's so much more a Kraven game than it is a Venom game.
Yeah,
and I love that. I'm like, oh, that's genius because we've seen Venom done to death. Like, I don't know. It's refreshing to see Kraven get his day in the sun.
Yes. Yeah, the advertisement was like super hardcore, like Venom. So like when Kraven showed up, like shortly after the like prologue, like he first shows up, I'm like, huh, that's out of left field. That's awesome.
I mean, we knew Kraven was in it, but we didn't know to what extent.
I actually didn't know at all that Kraven was in it.
Oh, really?
Until I got to that prologue and like he shows up in the jungle.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Or after the prologue when he shows up in the jungle. So I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, that's big. That's big.
Like really, aside from, I knew Sandman was the like intro, like prologue, like tutorial character.
Yep.
But that was about it. Other than like the advertisements that was like hardcore, like Black Suit Spider-Man, Venom lead-in stuff.
Yeah.
Like I really didn't know who to expect in this game at all. So like I was very pleased. Like even though his stuff was kind of different, but like Mysterio showing up was like exciting for me.
It was neat. Like it was a struggle. Like I didn't enjoy those challenges the way I was hoping to. Like I did them, but come almost begrudgingly.
Yeah.
And they're hard. Like they did not make those challenges easy. Which on the one hand, like I appreciate, but
yeah. I really enjoy the web wings.
I do too. That is a huge quality of life improvement. And fast travel also.
They had fast travel in the first one.
Well, no, I meant, sorry, the web wings coupled with fast travel.
Yes. Yeah, like, I love how the fast travel works in this one.
Yeah.
Once you unlock it, like, the transition's so great because it's just, like, your map and then, like, zooms in on your map to, like, all of a sudden you're on the street. Yeah. As opposed to, like, the fast travel in the original one was, like, you randomly got off the subway.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense.
That's ridiculous. That was close.
Almost a spillage?
Almost. I just popped open a pot of Moot Layer Green,
Uh-huh.
and like as soon as I opened it, I about dropped it out of my hands. But I managed to hold on, so.
Well, you know what they say. You gotta
What?
hold on to what you got. It doesn't make a difference if you make it or not.
Yep. But what else? I just unlocked the Wolverine costume for Miles, which is awesome looking. I'm not sure if that's like an actual like comic thing or whatnot, or if that's just like a cool design thing.
I think it's just a cool design thing, but it is cool.
And I do really like the Mysterio costume for Miles.
Yes. I'm like a giant loser and only played in the comics accurate costumes. Like even the Peter's costume with the white symbol. As soon as I got the Amazing Spider-Man costume, I was like, okay, this is what he's wearing.
Yeah, I tend to use the Scarlet Spider costumes a lot.
That's fair. I just read Onslaught, and or I'm in the middle of reading Onslaught, and Ben Reilly plays a huge role in that early on.
Now, the age-old question of will this yellow cover layer work?
Is it TT Combat?
No.
Then no, it won't.
Well, it's Army Painter, and it actually seems to be working pretty well.
Yay, that's a first. Actually, for Army Painter, no, it's not. Army Painter tends to be pretty alright.
Dislike whoever decided that these vine patterns needed to be on every bit of his.
We did have a lot of fun playing Fashion Souls, it's true, RPD, but we've had better times playing Fashion Souls also. Let's go extra yeah. Oh, this might be too bright. Yeah. Or troll skin blue. Actually, I kind of like that. It's sensible. Oh, that's hard to why I'm bothered by that. Do his lipstick here. Cool. Alright, where's that small brush? Okay. Cool. But there's a ball in here. Why is it rattling?
Yeah, I've been having that problem a bit too.
Come on, stupid ball. It's not either. That's interesting. Oh, I just heard it. There we go. There's one of them. Come on. Ow.
Don't hurt yourself.
Well, here I'm bashing this. Oh. Come on. I hear you. You are going. Work, please. Well, green was good. Excuse me. My exercise by shaking paint bottles.
Mm-hmm.
That yellow's good too.
Ugh.
So I successfully turned my phone into a Super Nintendo today.
That's cool.
Yep. Just in time for the Hershey Park trip. I'm going to... The students bet me that I couldn't speed run Super Metroid in... And it's not really a speed run because it's a 12-hour drive. But they bet me I couldn't beat Super Metroid on the on the way down. I said,
Okay.
yes, I can definitely play Super Metroid. I can probably 100% Super Metroid in 12 hours. But I didn't want to have to bring my Superboy, let alone an actual Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
So, like, I was willing to bring the Superboy. That's, my go-to traveling companion, honestly. But if I could just bring my phone and a controller, that's pretty good.
Yeah. It's a lot easier to handle.
Yes. I gave consideration to bringing the Nomad, but I was like, Nomad's a little too pricey. Like, Superboy, God's forbid something happened to it, it is replaceable. Nomad, less so. Oh, that looks cool. That actually looks really, really dope. I put a little dab of green fluor over the green metallic, and it achieved basically exactly the look I was looking for. So that feels good.
Ah.
I don't like the sound of that.
Yep, just missed the spot.
And now we're highlighting fire. Look what our lives have become. On the bright side, this model's almost done. Alright, yellow highlight layer and we're out of here. Well, that's not true. We're out of highlighting fire. That looks actually really cool. Alright, last 10 minutes. Let's see if I can dry brush and glue this guy together and keep a photo. No, stop being stupid. I'm really tempted to use the liquid or the liquid dust here, but because this is supposed to be a lab, I'm not going to.
I just got my wash on, so it'll take a while for that to dry.
Yep, I'm just finishing this up here. I have to do really quickly, throw the base ring together and glue them together, but that'll take seconds. I think we'll be basically done on time tonight. I think I know exactly what color the base ring is going to be, because it just makes the most sense. I bet you can probably predict it too. So I think I know exactly what color the base ring is going to be, because I think it's the one that makes sense, and you can probably predict it too.
I do not know. I think we might be thinking of something different. Because I think I might lean towards the red to accent his cloak.
Well, I went with the blue.
But I understand the blue for the rest of his body.
Yeah, I probably could have gone red, but my logic is I had a ton of red characters already.
Understandable.
And I don't... This particular shade of blue is new to my arsenal, because I just opened it for Mr. Sinister. No, meaning that necessarily I don't have anybody with this color base ring. But I agree with you, red is a logical color also. And my point in asking was more to point out that it's one of two. Like, top side. AMG with their very samey bases. They need to... I'm like, how hard is it to create a couple of new base sculpts? You've been doing this game for what? It's got to be 5 years at this point, right? Come up with some new bases. It's time. I genuinely feel bad for anybody who's used the same base sculpts throughout their entire Crisis Protocol collection and has everything.
Yep.
All right. There's the base ring all set. Let's glue this cape on. We will get out of here. Super glue. Come on, really? All right, well, in the meantime, probably time to start packing up. I'm really, really happy with how this came out. I love the contrast between the blue and red and the green fire. It just makes them look really insanely creepy. The Fluor did really nice work with the metallic on the base. I like that the blue for the tile floor. I think that works a lot better than putting him on pavement. But I gotta sit here and hold this together for a little while, and you're not gonna want to watch that. So, oh, there you go. There's Mike's.
There's a poster of mine.
Yeah. All right. Well,
once I get the highlights in, it'll show up a little bit better. But
yeah, I'm actually really happy with the highlights on Mr. Sinister. I just did a couple of very subtle blue lines kicking around here and there, and I think it came out really nice. So, anyway, I will be back on Monday playing Axiom Verge. I believe is going to be the Metroidvania we're going to check out on Monday. And then I will be off the rest of the week. I'll be in Hershey. Well, I'll be just returning from Hershey on Friday, so no stream then. And Broody, you're working next week, right? So no painting next week either. It's our Saturday night off. I might still paint. I might hang out with Chmali and work on some stuff, but not on stream. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out. If you're catching this on YouTube, we love you. And, hit us up for, we've both got commissions open. If anybody's interested in that, links in the bio, or just DM us on here or any of our socials, and we'll work with you on that. So have a great week, have a great rest of the weekend. Take care, be safe, be well, and we'll talk to you real soon. Bye.
See ya.